I'm dressed as a real go-getter in the tech industry. And what does a real go-getter in the tech industry need to start their day? A cup of coffee. But do we care about where our coffee comes from? Now, if you're a real go-getter in the tech industry and graduated from an elite American university, probably not. But we should care about where our coffee comes from. Now, the history of the coffee trade is troubling. Substandard work arrangements for the workers, unfair pricing. For all we know, many workers have been murdered. Juan Valdez? More like the original El Chapo. So, that's my hope in today's video, as we should care about our coffee, and I answer the question, what is fair trade certified coffee? I have a bag of organic Sumatra Mandailing coffee. A little too many words for my morning cup of coffee, but hey, I'm sure it'll be delicious. But if you notice, on this bag, there's this little logo saying it's fair trade certified. Now what does that mean? That means that the distributor, Archer Farms, which is actually something sold in Target, this company has shown a commitment to making sure their coffee, and this coffee in particular, was fair trade certified. Now what does that mean? Well, if you go to fairtradecertified.org, that website representing Fair Trade USA outlines the extensive process that companies need to do in order to get fair trade certified. Now, what does that certification entail? Well, it ensures that proper pricing is done to pay farmers for the coffee, also that workers' standards are up to par, and that environmental issues and concerns are treated appropriately. So that way, as it says on the back of the bag, by choosing this fair trade certified product, you are supporting a better life for farming families through their fair prices, community development, and environmental stewardship. So, as I said, if you go to fairtradecertified.org, there are pages and pages of information of what is detailed in needing to do for a company to get certification, and then in turn, in knowing that you see this on your bag of coffee, knowing that you're supporting fair trade and fairness for farmers, their workers, and the environment. Here I'm holding a bag of Lavazza coffee. Now on the bag, can't find the fair trade certified symbol. Now on the back of the bag it says, since 1895, 4 generations of the Lavazza family have devoted their lives to the pursuit of coffee perfection. Well, what's included in coffee perfection? The brutal destruction of farmers, their workers, and total lack of care for the environment. So, what's my point here? Well, you could go to the store and get a bag of Lavazza, or also a bag of Archer Farms coffee, and they usually tend to be around the same price. But this Archer Farms comes with the Fair Trade Certified symbol, showing that Archer Farms is a company that's gone to the level of doing appropriate fair trade certification, unlike Lavazza. Now it's up to you and what you enjoy with your coffee, but you're only going to spend the same amount of money, and it should be better to support the fair trade initiatives that are out there in caring for our farmers and our environment. Plus, Lavazza is also a sponsor of Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee with Jerry Seinfeld. So hey, what a shock. Comedians act like they care about the environment, but they don't care about farmers at all. Now you may be asking yourself, what about my local coffee shop or the independent coffee company that I really enjoy getting or drinking coffee from? Well, as I mentioned, getting fair trade certified is an extensive process and sometimes costly, but it's great for when you're monitoring the activities of big major companies that are coffee distributors. With your local stores, it may be better to just approach the owners and get to know what their process is and how they acquire their coffee. That way, it is understandable that they may not be fair trade certified with a symbol on there, because it is an expensive and extensive process for just an individual company or brewer or owner of a local coffee shop to be able to do. So the best thing, if you care this much about such a process, is to have honest conversations with your local coffee distributors. Well, that's it. And now hopefully you enjoy your cup of coffee while also thinking about the people and the environment that brought it to you. Well, if you're familiar with me, you do know I'm from Ohio, so you may be asking yourself, why do you have a Michigan coffee mug? And well, I performed at the University of Michigan, and they gave me this as one of the things in their gift bag. So even though I am promoting fair trade certified coffee, just know that I am certified to change allegiances if you just give me free stuff.